YouTube recently rolled out a new feature that can actually help us get much more views on our videos. And I've been doing a lot of research and learning on what actually makes YouTube picks up a video and recommend it to a lot of people, thereby giving it much more impressions and views. And that's what I'm going to be explaining and talking about on this video. And please, at the end of the video, if you have any questions, kindly drop it in the comment section. I'm going to reply immediately once I see it. And do remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel to stay connected, because I post a lot of tips and tutorials on a daily basis. Alright, let's get right to it. Firstly, you need to start looking more into your titles, because your title is very, very important, and that's what is going to determine how many impressions you are going to get, and it's also going to determine how people are going to find your video, and it's going to attract a lot of people to your video. So titles is very, very important when it comes to, uploading a YouTube video. So when your video is actually generating a lot of impressions and getting a lot of views, then you know that YouTube algorithm is actually picking up on that your title. That's why it's getting a lot of impression. So if your YouTube video is not generating impressions, then you definitely know that maybe it's your title that is actually the issue, because sometimes your title might be bad. So that's why your video is not getting impression, because you can't get views on your video without first of all getting impression on that video. Your title is what will help the YouTube algorithm to know who your video is actually for. So if your video is not generating impressions, that means that the YouTube algorithm do not know what your video is for, or rather who your video is for. Yes, that's why it's not able to like push it out so you can start getting a lot of impressions. So when you're about to upload that your video, don't just rush and put a title there. You can do a little bit of research and check YouTube, do a little bit search here and there to see what title will be best for that video before using it on the video, so that at least your video can start getting a lot of impression, which is going to lead to your video getting a lot of views. And we all know that the more views you get equals more subscribers for you. So if you are getting more views, you'll be getting more subscribers. So make sure that you actually look into your title before uploading that your next YouTube video on your channel. Impression is when someone is scrolling on their feeds and then they just stumble on your video, or rather they see your video on their own page and stuff like that. That's what impression is all about. They don't even have to click your video to watch it before your impression is going to increase. So just people seeing that your video alone is what is impression. So when a impression want to turn into a view is when people actually click on your video. So when they click on your video to watch it, that's when the impression is going to turn into a view for that video. So that's where CTR actually comes into place, because CTR means click-through rate, and CTR has to do with the amount of people that sees your video and then decided to click it to watch it. So we all know that higher CTR means YouTube is going to recommend your video more for a lot of people to see it, because if your CTR is high, it means that a lot of people are actually seeing your video, they are attracted to it, and then they are clicking it and deciding to watch that video. So when your CTR is high, it's actually sending a positive signal to the YouTube algorithm, and it's going to make the YouTube algorithm to actually push that video much more further to a lot of people, thereby leading to much more views for your YouTube channel, or rather for your video. So I hope with all this that you guys actually now understand how impressions and CTR both work together to give much more views on your video, because they are both important. Another thing that a lot of people do not realize is that the higher your click-through rate is, the higher your chances of YouTube actually pushing that video out for much more people to watch it, since they can see that okay, a lot of people are attracted to it and they are clicking it. So if your click-through rate is actually low, then that has a lower chances for your video to be pushed out more to get much more views. And also, apart from your title being what actually influence your click-through rate, another thing that actually influence that is your thumbnail. So that's very, very important. That actually also play another big role. And when it comes to thumbnail, that's where the test and compare thumbnail feature actually comes into play. Now, the benefit of this feature is that it's going to actually help you test out different thumbnails. The maximum thumbnail is actually 3. So YouTube itself will actually help you to test out different thumbnails, and then it's going to pick the one that does best, or rather the ones that made people to like click that your video more. So then after it have gotten that thumbnail that actually made people to like click on your video more, it's going to use that thumbnail as the official thumbnail of that video. So this is actually very, very important, because just imagine YouTube being able to like help you do this. It's not like you are the one manually doing it yourself, because if you are manually doing it yourself, it's going to be a bit messy, so it's not going to be nice. But YouTube actually doing a test and compare with your thumbnail for us is actually very, very dope. So this is a feature that you actually need to be using on your channel, because if your thumbnail is perfect and your title is perfect, that's definitely going to be leading a lot of impressions for your video, which is going to lead to much more views in the future. So let me quickly show you guys on how to use this test and compare feature with my laptop real quick, so you guys can see on how this works. All right, let me quickly show you guys how this works. So while you're uploading, because you can actually do this only when you're uploading, all you have to do is just scroll down, and then you are going to see this section. You can see thumbnail, you can see upload a file. That one is if you want to upload just one thumbnail. Then you are going to see this test and compare over there. So what you have to do is just click on that. Once you click on it, you see that you are able to put 3 thumbnail here. So all you have to do is just put your 3 thumbnail in here, and this is actually much more important when maybe you are trying to make a thumbnail and you don't know the right thumbnail to use. So you decided to make a lot of thumbnail and you don't know which one is the best. So just let YouTube pick for you. So all you have to do is use this feature and just put your 3 thumbnail here that you made, and then click on this done that you can see below. Once you do that, YouTube is actually going to run tests on these 3 thumbnail, and then the best performing thumbnail is what they are going to pick for your video. And this is very, very nice, because just imagine you don't have to put yourself through those stress of looking for the right thumbnail to use. So now you can even create many thumbnail and have YouTube do the work for you. So this is actually very, very important. So make sure that you guys are utilizing this on your YouTube channel, so you can benefit on it and get much more impressions and get much more views, which is going to lead to much more subscribers for your YouTube channel. Now, apart from your title and your thumbnail, which can actually make a lot of people attracted to your video and watch your video, thereby giving you a lot of views and you getting recommended by YouTube, there are other ways that you can use to trick the YouTube algorithm to actually start recommending your videos more, so you can be getting much more impressions and views. And these things has to do with things like keywords, description, tags, and using the right settings. I actually explained on how to use all these things on these 2 videos that you can see on your screen right now, and I'm going to be suggesting those 2 videos at the end of this video, so you can easily access it and watch it. And another reason for you to actually watch these 2 videos, because when it comes to like you getting recommended and getting a lot of views on YouTube, apart from your title and your, what do they call it, your thumbnail, other things like your description, your tags, your keywords, your settings, they all work hand in hand together. So it's not like one can do without another. So they all work together to make that your video to get the maximum effect that you can get. So once you are done watching this video, I will advise that you watch one of those 2 videos to learn more stuff that can help your channel grow faster and better. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you guys for sticking to the end of this video, and please do remember to smash that subscribe button to stay connected, because I post a lot of tips and tutorials on a daily basis. And at the end of this video, you are going to be seeing some of my similar videos, or you might see some of my playlists. But on this video, you are going to be seeing those videos that I talked about earlier. So you can click on your screen to watch those videos, so you can learn more from my channel, because we learn every day. And that's it for that. I'll see you guys on my next video.